If you are a mango lover, this is the video for you. With just 2 mango, I can show you how to make a delicious dessert and a cocktail. This coconut mango layer cake not only look good, but it is also very easy to make and it's absolutely delicious. And here's the best part. With the remaining mango in the mixer, I can make this delicious mango cocktail. This is the perfect summer cooler. It's so easy to make and I'm going to show you how to do this step by step. Let's start off by making this coconut mango jelly cake. And here are the ingredients you need. And with that, I recommend using a very ripe mango and a tin of coconut milk, some gelatin, and sugar. I'm sorry for the bad lighting. Today I used a piece of metal sheet to cover the window because there was too much sunlight coming in to the kitchen. As you guys know, mango seed is oval and flat. You want to use your finger to feel the flatness and then aim at the flatness and then cut through the mango. If you're not sure, what you can do is you put your finger deep inside if the mango is ripe enough and feel the flatness. And there are plenty of meat at the side too, and you don't want to waste them. As you guys know, my channel is also about zero waste. Nothing is waste in this kitchen. Have you noticed price of vegetables and fruit are getting more and more expensive these days? So I hope in my channel, I hope you can learn some tricks how to save money too, besides cooking. Now, use a spoon to run over the skin so that you get the meat out from the mango. I find that this way it's much easier. You just scoop up the mango and not using the knife. Using the knife is okay because mango is quite slippery, so you can cut yourself. So the safest way is by using this spoon. As for the side, if the mango is ripe enough, you should be able to easily pull off the skin. Now, cut the mango into smaller pieces. Blend the cut mango in the fruit juicer. Blend until you get a really nice, smooth puree. Divide the puree into 2 equal portions. Set this aside as this will be needed later on. As for the remaining puree, pour them in a small pot, add the gelatin powder, and mix until it is smooth. Turn on the heat in medium-high and cook this until the gelatin is completely melted. You will notice that it is very lumpy. It is actually from the gelatin powder because gelatin powder will be lumpy when they are not melted. So you want to cook this in medium heat until they are completely melted. After 3 to 4 minutes, you notice that the mango puree has reduced and the sauce has become slightly thicker. Now is the time to add the remaining puree. Once you have mixed them well, you can remove this mango mixture from the stove. Set it aside and let it cool down for a while. Now, you want to grease the baking tin before you put in the first layer of mango puree. If you want to lift up the cake easily, you can also put parchment paper around the tin. You can divide the mango mixture into 3 equal proportion. In fact, at this point already, I noticed the mango puree is too little. Or rather, my baking tin is far too big. It will be nice if the mango puree is thicker so that the flavors is more stronger. But anyway, it's too late for me to do. I already poured out the first layer. So when you are doing this, remember not to do like me. Get a smaller tin so that your mango layers will be thicker. You also notice there are some patches of hole, right? So what I do is I use the spoon, the back of the spoon, to gently push the puree so that it is more evenly spread. And then later I fill up the hole with extra puree. One way to solve this issue is to beat the side of the tin so that the puree will be spread more evenly. And if you find that there are still some holes at the corner, you can use a spoon to push the puree to the side. So now I'm satisfied with this. I'm going to put this in the refrigerator for 15 minutes. Now let's prepare the coconut cream layer. When buying canned coconut, I prefer to use the thicker creamy type. Now I'm going to add the top creamy part into a pot. We're going to cook this with the gelatin first on a half portion, and we'll keep the other portion like we did with the mango. Add them later. The same amount of gelatin like as in the mango puree, 2.5 tablespoons of gelatin powder. Notice I didn't add any sugar on the mango layers, but on the coconut layers. It is because the coconut milk is not sweet. So depending on your own preference, if you like it to be sweeter, you can add slightly more. So in this recipe, I've added about 5 tablespoons. Again, you start to notice the gelatin is still very lumpy. So don't worry, this will melt away. So what you need is just a little bit of patience. Just keep stirring these until they are melted completely. You notice after 3 minutes, the gelatin powder is already melted. So you want to heat this up by turning on the heat slightly higher until it comes to the boil before you put the remaining coconut milk. Over here, you notice the color of the coconut mixture is turning slightly white compared to earlier on, which is a little bit translucent, right? So at this point, you want to stop them from cooking further. Remove them from the stove immediately. By this time, the mango layer mixture is already being hardened. So it's time for you to put the second layers of this coconut cream. If you want to be sure, just use your finger to press and see if the mixture are hardened. Gently pour over 1/3 of the coconut mixture. You notice there are steam at the side of the tin. It is perfectly okay. Just, if you like, let it stand for a while before you put them in the refrigerator. I waited for about 2 minutes. So I'm going to put the second layer into the refrigerator for another 15 minutes. For the remaining mixture, I'm going to put them on a warm stove just to keep it soft so that it is easier to pour. Now, the second layer already been hardened only after 10 minutes. So it's getting faster. So I'm going to pour my second layer of mango now. And now I start to wonder, maybe I should have bought 3 mango instead of just 2 mango. I really prefer the mango layer to be slightly thicker. I'm not so pleased to see those white layers because it means that the mango is not thick enough. So don't do mistake like me. Buy 3 mango instead, okay? And then use again a smaller baking tin. Now the second layer of coconut cream and the final layer of the mango puree. And this time it seems to me that the mango layer is much thicker compared to the previous layer. Actually, I did cheated on here. I actually added a little bit of water into the mixture because it was turning hard and in the pot. So by adding a little bit of water, the mixture is much more, and it's also easier to spread. And so I think the layer of mango should look like this on every layers. After 2 hours, I removed the dessert out from the refrigerator, trying to turn this out, but it just couldn't come out. So at the end I gave up and I used a knife to run through, see if I can cut and remove them this way, and it was not a problem at all. You see? How easy is that? It's fun to see how this wobbles. As you can see, it's quite rubbery but not too hard. It's perfect soft, and like I told you before, I would prefer the layers to be more even. You notice some parts were not that even. My only regrets is that not having enough mango. Otherwise, this dessert is heaven. In my next recipe, I'm going to use the remaining mango puree that I had puree earlier on. There was some mango left, so I decided to make a cocktail by adding some mango juice or orange juice. Some people add ice and then they crush it together with this puree, but I find that adding ice is very tasteless. I prefer to add cold orange juice or mango juice. I add some fiber with some chia seed in this cocktail. This seed need to be soaked in water for at least 15 minutes before you use them. It will give you a really interesting texture. You'll see what I mean later. After 15 minutes of soaking, this is how it looks like. It looks like tapo eggs to me. But I'm sure you heard this seed is really healthy. Good for digestion, and it has a lot of other benefits. Remove the excess water using a seal. Let me give you a close-up look. You see, it's almost transparent. I'm going to pour the chia seed at the bottom of the glass, and then followed by the mango puree. I garnish this with a little bit of mint. Voila, enjoy. Nothing goes to waste in my kitchen, and I hope you do the same too. Imagine this is some leftover mango puree found in the mixer, and it can be converted into a classic, delicious cocktail. And let me tell you, this is one of the most delicious drink I've ever made. And this is perfect with my multi-layers coconut and mango cake. What do you think about this combo, guys? Let me know in the comment. And if you like this recipe, please share them with your friends and give a thumbs up for this video. In my next video, we are going to barbecue. My friend Joy, she is an expert in Korean grill. So she will share with us her secret recipe how to make this bulgogi, a Korean barbecue. And if you are looking for a Swedish classic barbecue recipe, I'm going to share with you the trick for a lazy, super delicious Swedish barbecue. Make sure you subscribe and check out my other video too. Bye!